The 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle. It's a phrase that many Singaporeans know by heart, but what do they really feel about it? Clearly, the sentiment regarding this issue seems quite positive, but is that really true?
According to a 2018 report by the Ministry of Sustainability and the Environment, 1/3 of the 1.6 million tonnes of waste in Singapore was made out of packaging. But did you know that although more than half of the waste was made out of plastic, only about 4% of them were recycled? So clearly, plastic packaging is an issue. But how do we deal with it?
Well, it starts with the first R, reduce. Hello, I'm Pelicia, and here are some of the environmentally sustainable companies in Singapore that have dedicated themselves to reducing the impact of plastic packaging.
This is Scoops. It's one of the few organic food stores in Singapore. But unlike typical supermarkets, Scoops tends to package things a little differently. Customers can bring their own containers to fill up at the store with their necessary items and reduce packaging waste. It's a family-run business that first began in Sydney. So we talked to Amy, who was one of the founders of Scoops. She was inspired by the culture shock that she experienced when she first moved from a small island below Europe called Malta to Australia.
So we started all brainstorming and we sort of thought, how can we bring something to Sydney, this country that has so much produce? Why can you only get it in plastic? We wanted to encourage the people in Sydney to get into the European habit of bringing your own container. Bring something from home. We throw so much containers out. They can bring in those containers and they can fill them in our store, and that will eliminate so much packaging and give them the opportunity to shop plastic free and waste free and really spread, I guess, more of an awareness. It's all just a small piece in the puzzle towards working towards a better planet. The paper bags that we use in store, those are made from recycled paper, so it's great because no trees are cut down to make them.
After tasting the organic food that Scoops had, we wanted something a little more local as well, and that's where we found Unpackt. Fun fact, it is the very first zero-waste grocery store in Singapore. They encouraged their customers to bring their own packaging for the assortment of items that they sold. We talked to Florence Tay, the co-founder of Unpackt, alongside Jeff Lam.
You can simply just consume responsibly and mindfully, and that reduces a lot of unnecessary waste. Most people have the common misconception that as long as you are buying a reusable straw or buying something sustainable, it means that you are leading a sustainable lifestyle. But in fact, sometimes some of the choices are not really that eco-friendly.
I was brought up in this way where we brought our own containers to the local provision store, and this way is still applicable in Singapore even till now. That's why when people ask why does sustainable living has to be so expensive, it is not expensive, it's just that we specialize in organic package.
So there you have it. Reusing your waste in Singapore isn't as hard as you think it is.
And of course, there are other companies that are involved in this crucial movement in reducing packaging waste in Singapore. So the next time you go out, do remember to bring your own bags and containers. Join us in this journey towards a more environmentally sustainable future.